Good evening, everybody. So, before I begin, I'd like to play a small game with the audience. The rules to this game are very simple. First, I will present a situation, and then you will portray a response that would describe your reaction to that situation. So, does everyone understand, and is everyone ready to play? Okay, let's get started. So, the first scenario is that your favorite sports team has just won the championships. How would you react to this? Yeah, I see a lot of cheering. Okay, so my reaction to this would have been happy and excited. So now, the second scenario is that one of your family members has just been admitted to the hospital. How would you react to this? Yeah, I see a lot of worrying and fear. So my reaction to this would have been worried and fearful at the same time, which is rolled up into one emoji. And then finally, the third scenario. You have just been in a car accident, but it wasn't your fault. How would you react to this? Yeah. I would have been really angry and really mad. So now I know what most of you must be thinking. Who is this crazy girl, and why is she playing such meaningless games with us? Well, if you must know, my name is Riya, and I am a junior in the IB Diploma Programme at Harrison High School. Yeah, a junior. That means that I've just surpassed a truckload of standardized tests, which is why I'm on a top secret mission to educate a group of trainees, that's you by the way, about a crucial concept that is essential to every covert operation each of you will undertake in the future. So, without further ado, I present to you the process of equanimity. To react or not to react? That is the question. So, what is equanimity? Equanimity, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is evenness of mind, especially under stress, and right disposition and balance. I've always been fascinated by the thought of equanimity and the ability to maintain and sustain a calm and stable mind. I believe that our society is very fast-paced. No one ever stops to look back and reflect upon their actions very often. The word equanimity comes from two Latin words. The first is equus, which means even, and the second is animus, which means mind. So this is the central essence of the soul. As Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung once said, even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better to take things as they come with patience and equanimity. In my personal opinion, this quote describes the true nature of the world. It conveys the idea that there is no such thing as a happily ever after, as sadness will always be a balancing factor. In other words, equanimity is choosing whether to react. To react is to have no significant passage of time between incoming stimulus and outgoing response. Our goal in practicing equanimity is to be less reactive. And the key to less reactivity is found on a sign often posted by railroad crossings, which says, "Stop, look, and listen." First, you must stop, pause, and interrupt your restless mind. When you do this, you can disengage. You realize that at your core, you are more than what you do. This stepping back allows you to be the seer and not swamped by what is seen. Then, with a kind of protective distance, you realize that what is said and what is done need not be taken personally. Here is the invitation to stop, look, and listen more deeply, to be at peace and to present peace. For me, this is the heart of equanimity, being at peace and bringing peace to all situations of life. The concept of equanimity presented itself in a very sneaky way for me. See, I am currently taking IB Psychology, and we have just finished up our unit on stress. One of our projects during this unit was to create a meditation journal. Every day, we were required to pen down our meditation experiences, and these ranged from our posture to our location to any moments of insight. And yeah, I know, it seems weirdly Zen-like for meditation to be a type of assignment, but I found it to be quite invigorating. I realized that there was so much more to meditation than I thought there was, and I thought that I was going to completely blow off the entire assignment, but I decided to actually put my mind to it and give it a try. I can still recall my teacher's mantra of meditation. Don't evaluate, just accept. So now, I would like everyone here to give a little try at meditation and meditating along with me. So I would request you to please close your eyes and take a few deep breaths as I play some music. Whenever I opened my eyes after experiencing a meditation experience, I felt like I was seeing the whole world in a new light. Everything was so much brighter and clearer, and my mind was cleansed. The action of just taking things as they come really had an instrumental impact on me. I began to become calmer over the weeks, and I began to just accept things and not create unnecessary stress by worrying about things that I couldn't control. Essentially, equanimity is ubiquitous, or as DJ Khaled would say, equanimity is the key to success. In real life, when we fall, we lose our balance. In our emotional world, we stuff our feelings and emotions, deny them, and contract around them. We identify with a particular thought, feeling, or emotion, and hold on to it, rather than let it pass through us or float away like a cloud in the sky. The middle ground is equanimity, the state of non-interference. Some benefits associated with practicing equanimity include mental clarity, creativity, and emotional composure. Not only that, but equanimity also improves our quality of life. Practicing equanimity leads to reduced stress, which in turn reduces the likelihood of experiencing a heart attack or developing cancer. In fact, equanimity is a crucial leadership trait. I'm sure we all have someone we look up to, a role model of sorts. I want everyone here to imagine that person in their head. What makes them so unique and inspiring? What makes that person stand out in a crowd? What qualities of theirs do you hope to acquire? Now, I want you to think about a specific instance in this person's life where things did not go as they were planned. Now, think about how this person reacted. Did they give up completely, or did they go with the flow and come up with a new creative solution? Equanimity allows leaders to brainstorm new creative solutions without spending too much time pondering what was lost. Therefore, equanimity not only builds leadership, it cultivates the talent needed to pursue a valid outcome. In addition, there are many religious connections that can be made with equanimity, as it is practiced in many major worldwide religions. In Christianity, equanimity is necessary to fulfill the theological merits of gentleness, temperance, and charity. In Islam, the Quran speaks of acceptance and tolerance. In Judaism, equanimity, which is also known as hishtavut, is essential in strengthening the worshiper's relationship with God. In Hinduism, the Bhagavad Gita preaches equanimity, and anyone can achieve it through religious activities and worship of the Lord, which eventually leads to self-realization. In Buddhism, equanimity is one of the 4 immeasurables. And in my personal religion, Jainism, equanimity is an outlet to attaining the ultimate goal of liberation, or moksha. Thus, as one can see, equanimity is essential in all world religions, as it is used to fulfill and uphold many religious activities. This chart here summarizes all of the different ways equanimity is used in these world religions. In today's ever-changing world, technology plays a big role. In fact, Apple has created an app called Equanimity Meditation Timer and Tracker. This app tracks meditation time and also how often one meditates. Moreover, there is a magazine called Equanimity. This magazine shares tips on how to be calm and collected, and also how to balance one's lifestyle. However, there are a few misconceptions about equanimity. Some people say that practicing equanimity means staying emotionless. However, emotions are integral to being human. Without affection, how would we recognize love? Without empathy for our fellow fragile creatures, how would we recognize compassion? Equanimity is essential in all this. It is simply part of our nature to dramatize our existence. But actually, equanimity is part of our nature as well. It has to do with relaxing with change, accepting change, and moving with change. So now, as we come close to the end of our time together, I would like to say that equanimity is a significant concept that is acquired through immense focus and meditation. So I hope that each of you will also be able to apply the concept of meditation in your lives as well, whether it be in the comfort of your homes or on your next secret mission in a faraway land. All in all, equanimity is starting to get more and more recognized as a pathway to people, peace, and tolerance. So remember, keep calm and